On the beat.
Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Liberia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Morovia. Spoon gonna tell you what is happening in Africa. Just to spoon you and know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon.
Indeed, if you want to get the news updates, just tune to Spoon. You want to know what is happening in Monrovia, want the politicians want to make the decision,
You want to know
just tune to Spoon. This is where we bring you the unfoldings in the country. We bring you up to speed with the trending national issues here every single day. Spoon Talk is live on the Spoon Network, Spoon FM 107.5. We're live on Fabric Radio 101.1 and on Voice of Liberia 104.1 as well. In Monrovia, in Bon County, in Margibi County, Grand Bassa County, and Lofa County. Thanks to Trust FM in Bomi County, Premier FM in Bon, Trend Radio in Grand Cru, Radio Yalamani, Seklipi, Nimba County, and all the other radio stations that will always relay the program. We appreciate you. So we're here tonight. We're live on Facebook. You can find us on Spoon TV on Facebook, Fabric TV, and Super TV. We're also on YouTube, and our YouTube handle is Spoon Talk Live. So I want to welcome all of you tonight. My name is Nelson Collier. Spoon Talk is back on your radio. Just encourage someone to listen with you. And if you're watching the show, we ask you to kindly share the program as you join us tonight. Let me recognize a few of you coming on. Voice of Lawalazu, Afumba Simbi Sise, thank you for joining us. Savia Harris, Toby Harris, thank you for coming on tonight. We appreciate you. Kindly share the show as you join us. And I want to welcome just everyone joining us tonight. And in Flomo, Karish, that's Chris Tokpa, and Otelo Swa. Thank you for joining us tonight. And let's go to the phone lines as we always do. We dedicate the first segment of the show to you so that you get to speak out. Let's hear what's on your mind. 0555-101075 is the number to call. And you'll be live tonight. 0555-101075 is the number to call. And you'll be live on the program tonight. This is Spoon Talk, and we want to welcome you in a very special way to this edition of the program. Charles Delan, Kuz Osh, thank you. Precious Princeless, thank you for joining us. John Bestman, we appreciate you. Roosevelt Ave, thank you for joining us. Elijah George, and the many of you coming on. Just kindly share the show. Let's take our first caller here. Hello. You're live, your name and where you calling
from?
Good
evening to Spoon FM family, and good evening to my peace-loving people of the Republic of Liberia, and good evening to you, dear Brexit in Stilo in Liberia. The name remains constant, also I have two distinct branding issues in my mind.
Okay.
One has to deal with first say Henry Petro Costa with a constitutional interview that was made with the CEO the past Sunday night. He made it public to the world and Liberia at last that Mr. Edison Bennett Cummings is qualified overplus, incompetent in no more than any other leaders. He is prince man in the world, but the only thing he is not connected to the people. In a sense that in his speech, he said Mr. Cummings is not having Liberian business or he's not having Liberian youth empowerment. He put that to very little ultimate, and no leaders have ever become president or current president that he has done business for Liberian people, even in leadership or businesses today they are president. The only alternative to let Danima where Liberian people are. And also congratulate Madam Boto Kane, Senator of Bapolu County, for her brilliance as per nation last night. She made it that we know that she is fighting in her house, but she cannot make it in the house of errors. But the vision of Madam Boto Kane is a vision of Mr. Edison Bennett Cummings.
Thank you.
That is amalgamation, and we make sure we're ready.
Thank you for your input tonight. Let's hold it there and take another person. 0555101075. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, you're live. Let's hear you.
Othello calling the borrower.
Othello, what's on your mind?
Mama, I thank you. My brother. I still I want for you to hear me up. My children, I get my focus. Not working as sick and that's very sudden already, but no, nothing. But at least I need to go to school at 2 and look up it.
All right.
When you hear me, kind of relate.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you for your input. 0555101075. Hello.
Yeah, good evening, Nelson Kola.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you joining us from?
Nelson, this is the voice of Sabu Rasta.
Okay.
Yeah. Nelson, I'm joining the show from Point 4 to be specific my geographical location tonight, Nelson, in Zimbabwe.
What's on your mind?
The voice. Yeah, the voice. No, Nelson, let me appreciate you for the broadcast. And let me say, I know good evening or good morning to wherever Stanton Waterspoon is tonight. Stanton on Sabu Rasta. Look, Nelson, what is on my mind it has to do with the issue of Henry Costa. I just want to tell Costa, look, Nelson, go read about. If you read Proverbs Nelson chapter 6, verse 16 to 17, Nelson, the Bible says there are 16 that the Lord hates. And the Bible says the one that makes it 7 is an abomination to God. Which the Bible says, the Bible says a lying tongue. Look, people that can lie, they will go in hellfire. Look, Mr. Costa, Liberian people will graduate from your rhetoric. No, brother, how in the war you will bring a justice minister, you bring a superintendent, you bring a lieutenant, you bring the police director, you bring the minister of state for president, you bring everybody in the government, but you say you don't bring the president. And Article 50 of the Constitution.
Thank you, Sabu Rasta. Thank you. Let's hold you there. This person. Hello, your name and where you calling from?
Hello.
Yes, sir.
My name is Choko Martin. I'm calling from EN.
Yeah, Chokon, what's on your mind? Let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, the thing that on my mind is our president. He got dismissing people where he done even investigation there, but he got dismissing there. It's very wrong for our country. It's very wrong. When somebody do something in the government and you dismiss a person, the person should go on an investigation. But if just tell the person to go sit down, it's very wrong.
All right. Thank you. Thank you for your input. Hello.
I'm Johnson calling from Tubo. This is full.
What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
What's on my mind this afternoon or tonight is the issue of the president trying to make people to look like they don't know what they're doing in the country.
What do you mean?
Yeah. Because Maxwell Great Space, sorry for me to say this, you are not even Minister of State. He stole 500,000 for body president that was talking. Mama Kapere was trying to see $60 million from the country.
from 1 million to 60 million. Up to now, she take her job. So the president jumping behind people that integrated people because he wanted to be corrupt and they trying to reserve their character for tomorrow. Then you will be acting like they did something, he's sacking. The president got to understand the whole country now scattered on $10 million project. The minister can account for the project. The information minister can account for the project. The president also can account for the project. The whole country has to account for that project. We know who get that project up to now. But yet they say we got stay together the money in the place.
Thank you.
So the president got to understand the country and got to be fair to people.
Thank you for your input tonight. Hello. Your name and where you joining us from? Yeah, hello. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Thank you. I remain support defender. Peter McCauley, the civil ambassador boy, and I join the district now. Most
Go ahead. What's on your mind? Let's hear you.
You know, during the time of the campaign, I listened to the current ruling establishment people. They talk about how President Joseph Mabuaka are thinking in the Buaka, you know, about governance. They're going to change the dynasty, especially like people were dying, corruption were all over the country, drugs were here, and a lot of things they said. In fact, the role, the RRA rule was swimming pool, you know, they don't all said that. But President Buaka telling the Liberian people that he fought the corruption. And I want to say to Liberia, enough for the corruption, because for the corruption, your corruption will not be only on one thing. For corruption must be holistic. Like, for example, you have the president of the local university college, who the LSCC and the board of that college, the LSCC came up with refunding that they are indicted with money scanner. But you allow that investigation on your table. When you close your eyes, you get on the Senate Mayor Siapa. Once Siapa corrupt that MCC, one allegation of money scanner killing some days ago, some months ago, and on your deck. When you close your eye on that, you have one police director who went to John Mahama, the brother of the Ghana president, who went into a play to pay that they make it too much for our airport and the airport today because dark.
All right. Thank you very much. Let's hold you there and take another person. Hello. Hello. Yeah, please go ahead quickly. Let's hear you.
Thank you. My name is.
You want to go ahead? Hello. Okay, sorry. We take another person. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. You're live. Let's hear you.
Oh wow! What on my mind is
no. Please, can you walk away from your radio, sir? Please. Yeah. What? Okay. Sorry. We can't take you with that feedback, sir. Please. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
You're live.
My name is Mark, and I'm from Broadview.
Yeah. Please go ahead. What's on your mind?
My concern has to do with the transport ministry. My brother, please. I beg you, they see you listening to me. Let June or his sources go to the Ministry of Transport to take on thorough or inspection there because that place is very dirty. We hear a minister or the president is sacking all of people from all of ministry. So what more about the transport ministry? We have never, since yesterday, I've never yet sent on open discussion on the Ministry of Transport except where in the traffic management issue came up and the people from transport wanted to discuss it. But Stanton can or discuss other ministry, but to discuss that transport ministry there, I've never wanted to hear it on a discussion they can discuss. And people need to be there from down there. All of ministry around that transport, not for people from there. People need to be from down there.
Thank you for your input. Let's take this person. Hello. 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 Your name and where you calling from?
Nothing.
Yeah, I'm okay. It's good to have you on.
Thank you. I'm Nelsonville.
What's on your mind?
Thank you. You know, the measure of women pay speak volume about the president cosmeticizing the fight against corruption. Because the many of the color outline. I mean, we say that Mama got belly in government.
The state got President money we use all 400,000 to renovate. When in fact 200,000 to renovate the entire building. Okay, that's a good joke there. I mean, he is always in a large corruption scandal. We saw what the weekend. I mean, a foreign Chinese national crime. Now this man has scraping back on his resources. So I mean, when President Baga take on himself to cosmetic side for against corruption, those who got little of integrity and he's throwing it out of the government, there is worry. What we get for this woman kid, I mean, woman pay scenario is worrying. Woman pay is standing against. I mean, some of the very illegal things the people from Lima have been crying for against the assembly meter continue that what we're hearing. That the lessons we see, I mean, the way they're treating the people and all of that. So President Baga now, with Mr. Pay, not waiting to dance to the win and cap president and say, you have to leave my government. The government not belong to him, it belong to the Liberian people. So those are our brothers and sisters that want to work. I mean, to eliminate the hardship that we're facing every day in the rural community, that Mr. Baga be there. I mean,
thank you for your input.
They are robbing the state, and the president has nothing to do about that. So people who want to stand up for this country, that Mr. Baga lead them alone with baking in this government.
Thank you for your input. Let's hold you there. Hello. Go ahead quickly. Yeah, let's hear you.
This is PMP Moba. I call from Dwazon, Lower Maggie County.
Please go ahead quickly. What's in your mind?
Yeah, I'm listening to a lot of callers blaming the president for sacking Women Pay, but then probably they fail to realize that Article 56 of the Liberian Constitution, those are by the president work at the will and pleasure of the president. So the president will go on to attacking everybody that appointed, everybody will get a problem with it. They need to go back to Liberian Civil. I'm sorry, Liberian Civil is no longer taught in the Liberian schools. But I think people need to give the president a chance to work for us. Okay. Nobody knows why he's sacking. People are just insinuating that because of corruption, he decided not to partake in corruption. But then wait and see. Well, next.
Thank you. Hello, your name and where you call from? Yeah, please go ahead. Let's hear you.
I just ask you one question. You don't want to know all the information. Why the president sacked the man for? Why they sack women pay for? So they will not tell us. The president is accountable to us, even though the cabinet members are working by his will and pleasure. But we employ him to work for us. So he has to inform us. Because if he doesn't do it, then we will be speculating and all type of information. They want the wrong one. So please try to keep deeper and see tomorrow or the after tomorrow.
Thank you. Hello. Your name and where you joining us from?
Yeah, Nelson, you can hear me now?
You're loud and clear.
Nelson.
Yeah, go ahead. Hello? You're live. Let's hear you.
Yeah, thank you. This is Mustafa Roger calling from Punjab, my brother. How are you?
Yes, sir. I'm okay.
Yeah. Let me appreciate the president for the fast start and the fast taking in this kind of request that we've been making on the social media pertaining to the guys in our Senate, the Federal Military Agency, where we've been complaining on them. The president getting, they're not supposed to only hold it and certify their girlfriend and brother-in-law. Then it's supposed to extend here to those that road campaign from swamp to swamp, community to community. Today they getting ministerial position. And one was women pay, and one which is the most rural country superintendent. And even Pego Como, I will keep making a request, President Pagai. Please, go, you come listen to us. Como and his they're not showing better. They have harassing people day by day. When we get on the street, we know what is happening to the people, more especially the motorcycle and the keke rattle. Como situated and harassing the people during daily business. And this guy, we were talking to them to vote for you, that for you to be president and govern the country and certify the Liberian people. So when Como is not ready, please try to put you on the firing listing. Just
Thank you for input. We appreciate
the managing
you.
director
Thanks
for
a lot.
National Port Authority.
Thank you.
On a serious note.
Thank you very much for your input. Hello, your name and where you call from. Let's hear you.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
How you doing?
Yeah, welcome. Welcome.
From Havel.
Yeah, go ahead quickly.
Yeah, I want to get the DAE people setting information.
But you want to do the information on the radio?
Yeah, I just want to tell them so they can be on that guy because they got them trying with a job. They can take out the the Martin Clement, they turn inside, they put the drugs inside and where the Clement over is. And even the gym class, they can in it, they put the drugs inside where you can put the best track, where the best over is, and move with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. See you. Good evening to you.
Well, I thought you see me. Oh,
I had another tab open, so I wasn't looking at this particular screen. There was another tab open.
oh, so you playing game on one tab and talking to the people at the other tab?
No, I was
Piggy
trying to,
bopping, you know.
no game.
No, you playing game. You playing game. Tell the people you playing game on one tab. You're a very bad boy. You're a very, very bad boy. You're a very bad boy. It's all right. Playing game. You know, the only time I have to, spend with Nelson. What's up? How's the country, man?
Yeah, the country is moving on gradually. People have different opinions about different issues in the country, so yeah, but the country is moving on.
I was going to find. That's it. I'm kind of like, I got a bottle of water here. I'm trying to find something to put me in Zico.
No Wawa coffee today.
I drank the Wawa coffee before coming on the show, man. Finish. I can only drink 20 ounces, not to more. But
Okay.
to tell you the truth, it's kind of like, I don't know, Nelson. I don't know what President Biden mind is right now. I don't know whether we should believe in this. Is this a reshuffle? It's a president reshuffling. Or that yet to take from Peter and get to Paul and take from Paul and get to Peter. I mean, the Liberian people need to tell us, or the president and his team need to tell, is this a reshuffle? They reshuffle. We start seeing some people in there, the massive corruption hanging over them, LRA, double jara, Gafwan cannot give a cut. And the people have realized that Gafwan is just a bad apple in this government. Even Unity Party people crying now. LRA, double jara, in Wissing. And they say they're going to raise the budget to $1 billion. Then after 3 months, they're going to how you call it, recast. And look in the Senate and in the House. I mean, it's just nothing making sense. Nothing making sense. And not that Joseph Boakai is not trying. President Boakai, he have an agenda. But who will help him implement that which is on the agenda, Nelson? We're still trying to find a person. All the guys there are thinking about hustle and 2029. Look what they did to women pay. Poor women pay. Women pay, let me say this, right? I should say now I'm a way small. I thought I was saying Zico. Yeah, women pay that. The man, woman, I think that. Hold it, don't put it. The man, woman, delete it. The comfort, delete it. Comfort, boy, pay. She deleted it. She deleted it. And you know how Wilma Pay was recalled and dismissed. Oh yeah. And I'm hearing that Wilma Pay said he's supposed to be assistant minister to that place, not even minister proper. I mean, the people saying the man was even qualified for the job. But that's not me saying it. What about my man? How can you go look at the man and say the man should have been given the assistant minister position instead of minister proper?
Oh, not even deputy, but assistant?
No, they say the man qualification is like Mark Jabate. They're on the same level. He and Cooper passed away, and Mark Jabate, they're all on the same level. That's my people that they're talking. I want to my own before they got to come on. They'll say, I beg you, now you see that on, don't bring that on. It can't early, don't bring it on. I beg you. The people that said Wilma Pay was offered the assistant minister job, he said Darren would resign. Then they fired him. They said Wilma Pay got document in his office. He know what nothing. I beg you, don't put me in your situation today. I beg you. I beg you, don't do that to me. How can they look at Wilma Pay and say he should have been an assistant minister? And for that reason why he's not performing. Actually, he had the worst performing record ever in his government. That's why Unity Party people telling me. So they embraced the fact that they say it was long overdue. I want to hear when, this guy that come on the show. It's not me. What about better, my man? And Abraham Zoe, what's up, Abraham? Agata, Glasgow. But these are the situation the country is faced with. When you bring people into position and you cannot vet them, then we got problem. And that's why our friend and brother John Maru said, let's create this vetting committee. And the person said no. There's a one more person I've been given an assistant minister position like Cooper passed away and Mark Jabate. Can somebody tell them I'm talking about them? Please do tell them I'm talking about them. Cooper passed away and Mark Jabate. I don't know why would they do that. But hey, West took this thing down. I mean, she took it down, Nelson. Put it aside here. I want to see your face. I want to see your face, clear, Nelson. Don't do that to me, Nelson. I want to see your face. Don't do this to me. But this is a serious issue in our country. Women pay gone. You know who else they brought in today? You know who else they brought in today?
In his position, or
no, man, the film in that position team, man, the problem, how do you call it, Martinica thing, man, Martinica, I don't know how to pronounce his name good. I'm a man, they brought in. But they brought Henry Kazulu from District 17.
Oh, Hassan Kazulu, right?
Yeah, I call him Kazulu, you call him Kazulu. Why do you want to tell me about it? They brought Kazulu, man. They brought Henry Kazulu. Then you say Kazulu. You want me to make a little fun? One of them, District 17, Mosrado County lawmaker. That man been begging for that job at the fisheries. He been road fund. They should have given the job at road fund, and Roland Guinness said not over his body they would give that man the job. So they been begging, and now they brought him, and they took the ALP chairman Theodore Momo, and they took him from there to Pokia Zulu. And they brought Theodore Momo to State-Owned Enterprise. They said Theodore Momo said he's another unqualified man, but that Costa chairman, and so the man was destroying that place called National Bureau of Concession. I don't know. Listen, I just here to tell you guys exactly what we see and what we know, because I can say this. I can say this. I can talk about them and let you know, but. A lot of changes Joseph Braga is doing, but we want Joseph Braga to go after the main players, the main doers. Nelson, we want him to go after the doers. These people, like the Gafuan, like, how you call him, Double Jala, like the Yellow Machine, Mamaka Ability, Bushman Keita, these people gotta go. And even Henry Costa adding also Tue. Also Tue gotta go, man. He also Tue is messing up. Like, I don't want to use a Bible warrior. I'm a Christian, Nelson. Today I go to Bible study, so I can now use a Bible. But ladies and gentlemen, wherever you join us, share the show. It's going to be a firing program today. I can guarantee you it will. We got Joseph Tamba. Joseph Tamba, how you doing today? The man you get very me and name Tamba, you from Foya. Everybody from Foya, right? I see people changing their name to Tamba and what's the other name? What's the other Gissy name? Tamba and what? Sa Johnny, what's the other guy named Anthony Cassidy? And Anthony Cassidy on Papi. But I want to say to you, but a lot of stuff happening. James Etta, Widow. James Etta, how you doing today? Maxwell, what's going on, my friend? It's good to see you. Robert is here. Justin O'Connor is in the house. Again, we want to give you the best, beautiful story today. I have a breaking news for you. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight I have one of the biggest news concerning the majority opposition political party, political leader, the Dr. George Manek Bagubawura. You know that George, we are coming to, I said that breaking news, right? Did I say that?
Yeah, you just said it's a breaking news.
Okay, so I'm going to waste more, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got a breaking news on John Manek. We have, man. What I can say. Hey, man, the man is the biggest opposition political leader. You know that. I mean, if you look at it, he is. He's leading the 30, 35, maybe 25 to 30%. I hate to carry him above 30% because he's not there yet, right? But he got that group. That can push him into the second round. But the question is, can he win in the second round? But George Manek left the country He's on a mission. I will tell the nation today where he's going, who he's going to meet, why is he meeting that person, and the benefit to CDC. But we can announce that George Manawia too departed Liberia, or he's on his way out of Liberia. This is a health-breaking news coming to you, and I want to say to you, you gotta listen. You gotta listen. I mean, right up. No chicha-polea. I mean, mind your business. Go do the people work and make your $200 per hour. Leave us alone, please. Let me make $200 per hour. Zio Cattle Jr., I better watch. Zio, what's up, man? It's good seeing you. And I want to say to you, Hawa Toteman, I think that's the name, bro. Yeah. Very, my sister Vera Wild is very, been a long time. Where is Barbara Zina White? Where is Ellen L. Johnson? It's all these good people. Who's that? They all coming on gradually share the show. But George Manawia will be visiting a country, and I can tell you exactly, we have the information. It's a big breaking news for CDC. It's going to rejuvenate sedition. It's going to put sedition back in Zigo. And I want to say stay put, because even sedition, they don't know. I know because we have the information. We do. We have the information. And today I feel good about talking about Sekou Dukle. And you know Sekou Dukle from Freeport?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to talk about Sekou Dukle Bawe today. Yeah. Sekou Dukle made me glad. I want to talk about you Bawe today.
Good news or bad news?
It's both. I don't know which one the Liberian people want first, the good or the bad. Sekou is not a good guy. Sekou Dukle, in some way he's good and still. Listen, I hear that the man want to run to be senator in Bomi County. Why? Why, Nelson? What have I done to that guy that he want to be senator in Bomi County? Why?
Now, I think the people in the county trying to petition him.
No, but why? Why he cannot? No. I get mad. You shouldn't do that. No.
People want a man see you.
No. We'll protest. Give me the man picture. We'll protest. Give me a picture. We're protesting, man. No, we want him. We from Bomi County. We from Bomi County. We from Bomi County. We protest. We will protest. Again, I want to say to all of you, it's a big day for CDC. CDC political leader George Manawia is traveling to this country. He's going to meet this leader, and they're going to say, listen, I forget. I said that breaking news, right? All right, let me wait. Let's see, I'm in Zigo when I hear news, to spread the message to my Liberian people. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, share the show. Come on, let's talk. Let's go ahead. What about Mama Kabelete? The president should fire Mama Kabelete because she lied to the country. Give me Mama Kabelete picture. If President Baga allowed Mama Kabelete to state at the end of the year, he will be destroying his own government because people have complained about his government already. And Mama Kabelete is nobody to remain in this government. There's a lady that lied to the country about $84 million. There's a lady that fell within herself that she can do X, Y, and Z and control. This lady is a 419 lady. She lied about the yellow machine. That's a lie about the yellow machine, And again, I would say to all of you, make no mistake. It's a good day. It's a good day. It's a good news for sedition. And I can't wait. I'll wear green and come on and show everything. Then I will bust the secret up. I got a secret. I will bust CDC secret up today. Yeah.
Is there a secret about the headquarters? Oh.
No, man, the headquarters, they're posting the raw material in the headquarters. You don't know that? That's it. The headquarters, cement and steel rod and material, the people sitting there. But that's not a secret. I don't think I talk about sedition stealing their own headquarters materials. But that's why would they do this?
No, the people, so someone said they're going to be the black. They're going to be black somewhere, so.
But they stole their own material from the headquarters. I thought people are contributing or people are taking back.
No, see, let's see how it goes because
No,
up
we
to
can
now.
see how anything goes. The people are stealing their own material from the party headquarters. That's what is unfair. The people
No,
are
but
stealing their own material, Nelson.
the people say they're going to beat the black. They will bring the
No, get
black
me a
back.
picture of the party headquarters. All the cement they put there, all the cereal, the people that steal it. Can't eat their own baby. Not to be fair. So Jaga going, you still get security there. So the people that in there give what they gave and the tape back. The people stay their own. When they were build up headquarters, they stealing the materials. Look at Helena Floma. Helena Floma, leave me alone. Helena Floma, go there and get all her cement she contributed. She says, see you that business. I'm a business. You're stealing your own material with time, but you better start stealing your party headquarters material. This is a joke, man, Helena. Helena Floma. You know what? Nelson found a picture. Let's pull it up.
Man.
Oh. Soon as I want to talk about Seku, they put in saying Baba information about Seku. Never bow. But guys, we got a lot of news for you today. We will be discussing issue of national concern. The president, he's on his way to France to attend the program. I believe he should be back by the 6th or so. And that's a long trip, by the way. Today is the 28th. So that would be like 9 days, almost 2 weeks, 10 days or so. And Germany, we are leaving the country too, and we'll tell you where he's going, who he's meeting. What is the benefit for sedition? We'll discuss that. And we can also tell you that at the end of the day, more people will be dismissed and fired. The person wanted to do it, but he said upon his return, and, with this government raised to $1 billion, that you can put anything on number, right? You can say 1 billion, 2 billion, but you will not be able. The government will not be able to raise that money because too much of boring and unqualified people, like they said to me today. Let's say, man, Wilmer Pay was unqualified for the job. The job was too big for him, and we had to let him go. And they let Wilmer Pay go. Wilmer Pay was on his way to Russia. He was in Ghana, to get his passport to go Russia, and they just recalled him. I said, "Oh man, come back, you fired." But that's my business. Let me leave it like that. We got more to discuss today. Helena Flomo, leave me alone. Somebody got to tell this guy to leave me alone. I don't even know her. Her name is Helena Flomo. You're stealing your own party headquarters material. Huh? Oh, that her, yeah. My Helena, how you doing? Leave me alone. She contributed cement and steroids and everything, but the poor started. Yeah, so they want to contribute again. They got to buy. So they should bow. Give me a carrot scrape picture. I heard that our carrot scrape picking and take all the thing from there. Give me a picture. Our carrot scrape got some Glen picking that right. They wanted to store that something. We are investigating, by the way. So wherever you joining us from, we got a lot to discuss. What's going on, my people, with CMC Musa Benete? I'm hearing that Musa Benete have hired. What's the woman name, Nelson? From Streamex. The chief financial officer, I think, from Streamex. What's her name? She always with disability, man. What the power?
Oh yeah. I
Give me
saw
that
that.
picture. Give me that picture. Give it to me, I beg you. Musa Benete brought in what the power. But the family party now. CMC, the family party. You know Musa was going to bring in what the power. You know that. Who told you that he wasn't?
She was with the ANC, right?
Man, forget about that thing. They only play Musa going fishing at ANC and CDC. He cannot go to Unity Party to fishing. But that means saying that the only play Musa able to take people from ANC and CDC. I mean, ANC and CDC, he cannot go to Unity Party. You know that. So Musa brought in Wade Power, so Wade Power was Liberty Party. She was with Liberty Party, and she Ben Semi, Funati Kofa, Asia Akansaya, and all of them. But they are the biggest breakaway now. So I can say to you, we expected that, but there's more to Wade Power coming on, right? Give me Wade Power picture. Wade Power coming on now. more people going to leave CMC, especially a lot of the women, the female going to leave CMC. Because Wale Power is that kind of person. She aggressive in protecting Musa. And give me a picture. Let me talk a little bit about how Wale guys try to come on. I still get time, so don't bring that on yet. Let me chill small. And also we'll play the video on Paul Kennedy. The thing that Bodo Cannon said. Bodo Cannon a bad woman, but we'll see what Wale Power for us for a minute here, right? So Wale Power is to tell you the truth. Wale Power coming on with Musa ability is a plus and minus issue. And I do believe that it will be hard for some people that around CMC because Wale Power is hard to deal with. She's very, very, listen, she loves to work, but it's kind of like she hard to deal with, Nelson. And not hard to deal with in a bad way, but hard to deal with in a professional way. You know, she comes and dies, she slides. So you got to be very careful if you take your business to her. Yeah, this is her. This is Sister Wale Power. I don't like this. I want a picture you get, but keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. I like this one. I don't like her smart though, but I like the picture. Keep it up a little bit. I don't know. I met Wale Power before. I don't, you know. I always careful when I meet her because she got a way of getting people in the corner. You know, put you in the corner. But I don't know why I say you. She be on her bus bed, you know, Musa ability, CMC. I think it's a good thing. Nelson, I think it's a good thing. I don't know why Musa ability wasted time, and he should pay Wale Power double. I believe that he should pay her double because I don't think Musa got money to pay Wale Power, and Wale Power should be a shareholder in CMC and Instrumex. She been waiting for a long time. She should be a shareholder. And I would tell Wale Power to resign if Musa failed to make her a shareholder. But let's come back to the party. I think she will protect Musa well. She will advise him properly, and she will redirect his focus. And that's exactly why I think her appointment, or into this CMC was a good one. And I think, and seriously, I think she's a sound woman. She loves to work from the back, Nelson. She going to school to be a lawyer. I don't know why she's going to school for. Who's going to take her to be that lawyer? Now, Muna Musa, she's going to represent. Yeah, to tell you the truth. She's a counselor, she'll represent Muna Musa. I will run away from her. Yeah, seriously. But what part of my girl, and I think that she bring a lot of experience, and within the terrain, and I think she can do a better job. I met her, and her daughter, going to school, a very beautiful young woman, and well intelligent, and just like her mom, but they get some crazy side. But then, you expect that. But I think that Musa did the right thing. Though I know that it's a hard place for Musa right now. Musa is on a very tough hill to climb. Now, that's what say you. What say you? I think that Musa. I think this thing. I think Musa got to recalibrate. That's it. Musa got to recalibrate. What say you?
Yeah. First, let's see. I think the CMC is taking off on a very good note. As a very new political party, still fresh. They're still trying to connect with the Liberian people, though the faces are not new. Chairman Bility comes from the Liberty Party. He's been in the news. There's been a lot going on, whether positively or negatively, but it has all been promotional or whatever. So the CMC has a long way to go. Does the CNC really have it when it comes to 2029? For me, I think no. But they can strategize well and find themselves at a very comfortable place on the political table between now and 2029. But the fact that they're starting early, I think, is a good one, and they're starting on the.
No, I disagree with you. It's good to have Winfred Russell joining the conversation. I don't think CMC there yet. I really don't think so. Yeah. I feel within myself, a lot of people coming around Musa Ability to hustle right now. A lot of them. I mean, to be frank, if you want me to be sincere, Nelson, not to play game, I'm very sincere. And Musa know that. I think Musa got a lot to do and bringing in Wade Power and some other very intelligent people that know the terrain when you talk about politics. Not intelligent in a man that like you're not educated, you can do some. No. We talk about politics here, right? And Musa got to bring those people in. But give me Musa picture. I like to see a picture when I talk to him. Musa got to bring those kind of people in. If you look at our brother Jim Mervyn Cole, well, he's a recycled politician. I mean, it's okay. It's okay. But Mervyn Cole cannot bring you anything more than what you can get from Bon County. You go to Sano Dazo Johnson. It's okay. But Sano Dazo Johnson cannot give you anything more than the little group he get in Bombing and Jim Mervyn Cole in Bon County. It's okay. Musa himself cannot bring anybody from Sacred Play, Nimakante. He got his own base. And so Musa got to get some Glen. If you know what I mean, Glen. He got to go above and beyond, both on the international front and the national front. And if he doesn't, it will be like Coca-Cola. The whole CMC will start going. And you know when that happens, then the whole Coca-Cola will be tasteless. So it's me, but it's saying, what's the lady name? Fatima Fatu Sharif or Fatima Sharif, the one that came at the top of Zoom Lion. Fanta Sharif. Fanta Kamara, yeah, she's good, right? You are talking about how you call her. This man, you know, I really like this woman for her. She's cool like hell. She's good. The Dr. Richardson piece can be here in America. She can do what stuff. But, you know, Dr. Richardson herself, you know, she joined this thing with a different chemistry. So it's okay. But Musa cannot just be the only person to do these things. He got to build a system. And people got to trust the system, and the system have to work for him. Winfred, let me bring you on the discussion. We got a few more minutes left. What do you think, Winfred Russell? What do you think?
What do I think about what now?
About the whole Musa discussion you met us on.
I mean, I agree with you. Nelson, hi to you, Stanton, and to all of those who are watching and listening to us tonight. No, I do agree. I think that Musa is moving, he's moving at warp speed. He's trying to meet a number of influential folks as best as he can. I think it's a good thing. It's part of the formation of the party right now, but he still has a lot of time. He still has a lot of ground to cover. He still has a lot of time. So we see what happens. I think he's making some great moves. He is solidifying his base. And he's bringing around folks who he believed would be able to help him. But it's still early, Stanton. It's still early. There's still a lot of ground to cover.
I don't know if I would agree with you that it's still early. You got that cycle, you got that level in the politics today. There will be no way. Is that impossible? But it will be so hard to get to that number 2 or number 1 spot in Liberia. The only 2 parties there right now will be the CDC and the Unity Party. Right now, Unity Party is number 1, CDC is number 2. So to get there, you got to break through. You got to break through. And we are not seeing these parties them breaking through as of yet. The year is about to end. We got about 62, 63 more days left. There would be no way you tell me that the other party will sit down and they will not contribute to their own game. Like the story we're going to talk today about George Manawia, and you know, what we just heard about him. And you got to understand, Jose Yima, Bwaka, and Jeremiah couldn't do their stuff. Musa Benete is looking for the small fish, the bapleden. He's looking for the tenten. And I think Musa Benete should be able to organize a unit, a group that can take this thing in a 10, 15 speed jet. So, Russell, that's where I'm coming from here. I see Musa coming to America the first time, the second time, the third time. It's okay. But Musa now got to change the message, change the statement if you mean business. I don't know. Musa,
you got to change how now. I mean, because he's running. He's trying to galvanize his base. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. What I said earlier, that he still has some time, is that, you know, yes, I mean, we're coming to the end of the year. The year will be over. I mean, he's trying to hit the ground running. Beginning next year, he's going to get as many people, in his party and try to register. Stanton, when the guy came at the last time to Minnesota the last time, they register just organically. They register almost 100 people. They register just 100.
But don't do this to us. I mean, I'm trying to believe you now, but you're making me feel discouraged. Seriously, I was trying to believe you. Tell you. Most likely you have 20 times register 100 people.
No. I said just in Minnesota.
No, but you say your own. Now, let me say my own. You say the man register 100 people.
Go ahead.
CEO, to your point, the secularism movement is in Liberia. We have a diaspora chapter, right? I haven't gone to America, but we got more than 50 persons already that are a part of the diaspora chapter that are engaging with each other. We haven't even left the shores of Liberia yet. So, I mean, it may be a good thing in terms of socializing Musa with the people in the US and building momentum and all of that. But I clearly agree with CEO that he needs more to power his machinery, And also, I think that he's been dealing with what I call the usual suspects, the usual folks within the political area, for the most part, at least in Liberia. I don't know about the US and how Liberians organize, but he needs to go a bit outside the comfort zone of the regular Liberian politician and try to bring on different faces with very strong personalities that can give teeth to his movement, That's what I think.
What I was saying.
I like the addition. Let's give our brother Russell chance. Respond, Russell.
No, Kanye. So what I was saying to Stanton, I hear your point, which is well taken. What I was saying to Stanton is that Musa was here from Thursday to Tuesday. During that period, he had one town hall meeting. And at that town hall meeting, right, he had one big town hall meeting. I mean, the other meeting.
Russell, hold on 1 minute. Vandera Patrick, if you hear me, can you mute yourself, please? That you can unmute when we reach out to you, please. Can you hear us, VP? Thank you, sir. Thank you. Go ahead, my friend. Russell.
Yeah. So what I was saying, Kanyo, is that that short period of time that he was here, I mean, he's trying to build his party and the movement, at least in the US, one person at a time. So the period that he spent here, he had one big town hall meeting and a lot of private one-on-one engagement, right? And then he had a smaller group with his constituents from Nima County. And at that one big town hall meeting that he held at the church, the United Methodist Church here, he got about 100 plus people to register that day. That's good. I think that's a good thing. So I'm saying that, and the guy is back and forth here. He had, his people. No other party is here doing that. The ANC isn't here doing that. The CDC, they already have their base. Many of these other newer parties don't have that. So this guy, and you're right, a lot of the people, and I'm not going to divulge all of what he's doing here. I'm not a member of the party, but I have very close proximity to the party and the party, operators. And what they were doing here is that they were reaching out to not your regular rank and file local politician or political actors within the diaspora. He's reaching out to a new breed of folks.
Russell, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you wasting our time. We heard that story when you have Koji coming to America. We heard that story when you have Patrick Sulu coming to America. We heard that story when you have Mr. Cummings visiting Minnesota. We heard that story when Joseph Boakai was visiting. We heard that story when Madam Sally was visiting. We heard that story when the late Dr. Cassell visited Minnesota. We are hearing the same story you're giving us, right? So you're doing extremely, exceptionally well. We can tell you, listen, you are one of the best person in there to connect with. But to tell us that Jefferson coach Chelsea, Musa trip gathered 100. Musa should have stayed right in Liberia. He would have gathered more than 500 if he had the right team in place. The man paid his way. He spent money. He ate food. He drove all over for 100 people. I know that's not what Winfrey Russell would say, but I'm saying it. I think that Musa. And I think that's why I actually mess political party up. You got to bring those people that know the terrain. And I can say to you, we got one on this show that is so sophisticated. He's connected and Russell. When you talk about Minnesota and beyond Minnesota, I hope Musa can connect with Russell sincerely and beg Russell to come into the party and help him out. I'm serious. What say you, Jeff was saying? I like Musa, right? But Musa is hurting my head. He hurting my head, to tell you the truth.
So I'm not following his U.S. Engagement interactions, but I think on the ground, Musa is trying to pull some strings. And I think he's getting some support from around the country, from the places he visited and where he's working. And I think CMC might likely pull some shots if he continue working the way he's working. But like he said, he needs the right people with him. He needs the right people to be able to work with him to build that team. And I know Musa is not hitting for the first spot or the second spot. I think Musa wants to be a significant force in our body politics, which he's fighting to do already. And in liberal politics, to be very significant, you must have a base. The three most important or most popular people in our body politics have been George Weah, Joseph Boakai, Ellen, and fourth person is Prince Johnson. All these people have a base. So if you don't have a base, you don't have a very strong base, maybe a whole county backing you, then in liberal politics, it will be so difficult for you to hit the third or fourth place.
If that is the case, let me go back to Kanyo. Musa base is his district. It's nothing outside of Sacred Play, right, Kanyo? Right now, are you seeing anything outside of Sacred Play?
Well, Jeff's own argument now seems to be undercutting him, because if you're saying that there has to be a regional base, then I think in that regard, Musa will struggle. Because in his district, I will agree that he's a force, right? Because by the sheer, investments he's made in public infrastructure, the bridges, etc. Because that's the narrative he's been pushing. I'm a man who can get things done. I'm not waiting for people in government, but I can improve your environment, I can deliver services. So in his district, he's strong. But when you begin to look at the highest office in the land, then it's no longer about your district and how strong you are. Because those people in your district, they can vote you as a representative, but they may not see you as a presidential candidate. So let's assume it is Nimba, and Nimba is putting forward other Nimbayans for, the office of vice president or the office of president, and Musa is going for president, right? They will do an analysis to see, is Musa a candidate that can pull this off? And if not, even his district people may not support him for the presidency. So I think it goes back again to the point you raised about the team. One of the impressions, and no aspersions to Musa, because he's a big brother that, actually I like his guts. I like the fact that he's a go-getter, and he's somebody who, when he wants something, he goes out for it. But one of the things that tend to come through is that he doesn't seem to have, even on the ground, a very effective, cohesive, well-structured team. And this may not be, only a problem with Musa. I see that even in the PAP to some extent and other parties, you don't see a clear-cut, drawn-out structure. So these people need to spend some time really thinking about the organizational structures they are building. And not just that I have a party now, but what are all the structures and how do we build these structures across the country incrementally before we get to 2028 or so? Because by 2029, political committee will be on, and Jeff will be in a red beret, and he'll be moving by that time. If Musa ain't on his side, you will not want to see Musa. So that structure needs to be really pulled out in a way that you can see it resonating across regions and counties. So he has his work cut out. And I don't know who a party chairman is, because he seems to be doing a lot of the heavy lifting himself, and that's another key point.
From that, let me take it from that, right? And this is not a joking thing, right? These are the points we are making, Kanyo. Musa said he got a party chairman. He putting people on position. We don't know them. We have not seen them. They are still ghosts. They're not talking. Everything of Musa. Musa fall down today, the party is dead. That's not a change. Musa said, I'm getting my money, the party collapsed. So that's the important issue. And I think, let me get this to Vendetta Patrick. When Musa brought this party up, Vendetta was the one on this show. So Musa, you cannot operate like the other people. He attacked Musa. You are the executive committee chair. You are the political leader. You are the party chairman. You will tell people who to come and who to go. You will fire and hire. Vendetta take it away. Because you are the man that making these points. And now it comes to reality. Take it away, VP. I think you can hear us now, right?
So, CEO, I apologize. Are you hearing me now? Are you hearing me?
You good, VP. You fine. We can hear you.
Are you hearing me now? I have some internet problems anyway. Okay. So yes, from the inception of CMC, I think when the standard bearer or the political leader of the CMC show up here, I asked him a few questions, and one of them was, you are appointing people, from the executive level for them to conduct the affairs of the political institution at the county level. So I was like, why can't you allow the grassroots to elect an acting chairperson so that it will be reflected as a grassroots political movement? Because when decisions are made from top to bottom, sometimes it's not reflected in the operations of that political institution. That individual you were appointed as county chairperson, they may feel like, you know, I get contact with the political leader, so and nobody can do anything to them, you know. So I saw that as a fundamental problem. And I still see that in any political party that wants to engage where the standard bearer just appoint. Even if it is interim leadership, there must be election or maybe a consensus at the county level where the people will say, you know what, I want this person to work with us. But just I see that as an imposition of leadership on the people, especially when that individual is not real connected. And the response I got was, we got to be careful how, you know, we move about. Apparently, they fear that some people will deviate, so they have to put somebody that they trust. And in political movements, sometimes, you know, yeah, you might be right, but the people, if they don't like your chairperson, they may not work with them. And we have seen that in many political institutions. Sometimes the arrogance, as long as you get connection with the political leader, the rest of the people are under your feet. We see that also in government. There are some big figures in government. The fact that they are very close to the president, you talk anything, they don't listen. So there must be a political party that is reflected from a grassroots political standpoint, where they make decisions at the grassroots level and they invite the national executive, including the political leader, to say, this is what we have decided, give us the support. That way the people will see that, yes, this party belongs to us. They will feel that they belong, they have a say, and, you know, in the absence of cash or in the absence of the political leader or the standard bearer of the party will still move on. So that's why I was just trying to, you know, but it was not in any bad intent. You know, as a student of politics, I feel that that engagement, such an engagement should be, you know, well taken care of.
But you see, Federa, in a formative stage of any organization, you want to appoint people who will also bear your vision, people that will support you because you are the vision carrier. At this stage, Musa is just formulating his party, just in the formative stage. So he has to put into place people that he trusts and that he can work with. Like, for example, he got men that I think Demoy is with him, right? He got, I think, Wonko, he got Sandal Johnson. He got other people with him. That
let me ask you something, Chap.
Let me say something.
I beg you. VP, wait 1 minute. VP, wait 1 minute. I beg you. Let me serious. Manipago demand a serious person to be on any political party.
Senator may run for senator in Bon County.
How many parties have he joined? Let my brother carry you.
No.
That's fascinating. Manipago do know what is he doing for? What can he do for Musa? You got the money. No, but wait a minute. But I know, and you know, right? If Musa presents himself like an elephant meat, everybody will come get it on. And I kind of agree with me. That's what we are saying. And I agree with my brother, Vendetta Patrick. You can put 10 members, 12 members together right now and tell them, say, y'all got to do X, Y, and Z. That's what Vendetta's saying. You bring in J. Melvin Cole. You took care of him. He go to Bon County, he put people together. You bring in Sano Dazzle Johnson, you gave him one car. Manipago demand will expect a car when he gets to Liberia. You give it to him, he go right back to CDC, or he going to ANC again or Liberty Party. No disrespect to these guys then. The hustle is real. They got to do what they got to do. So we got to say it as it is. My brother Vendetta Patrick here, and Musa engaged Vendetta Patrick faithfully, and the press is right. Vendetta is a free agent. He can do what he got to do.
No, but
Kind of my business. Let me repeat what I said. Chelsea, you got a home. Yeah. You got CDC, right?
No. You don't market me. You don't market me.
But you will come on. VP way, you will come on. Everybody that's stupid. The hustle is real. Political blessing and reward. It's not in heaven, it's on earth. If Musa sincerely put things together that work in the interest for my brother that drinking water. You see the mess I drinking water? Once the press is right, they gotta show you in America they call the press is right, right? Brother Russell, who's the guy that hosting that show? Is that what's the guy name? The press is right.
Yeah. That's
yeah. Sorry.
The big fact. Yeah.
But they better have lost weight now, so you're looking good. The press is right. Just imagine, right? The press is right. All T's are crossed and all I's dotted. You will understand what we are saying today, that Vendetta Pache is a free agent. The man can consider regrouping.
But if you're asking how many
Jesse, let me say something quick.
Asking Kanye that question. Kanye from Liberty Party, CDC, now UP.
I'm not getting involved in you and Kanye team. Let me
just say this, Jesse.
You guys are sedition.
For the record, I joined the Liberty Party. I came from the CDC. I went back to CDC. On my record, there are two political parties I've been a part of: CDC and the Liberty Party. I have not joined the Unity Party. I don't plan to join the Unity Party. However, I support the President of the Republic of Liberia. And you, Jeff, you are with Unity Party. You contest on Unity Party. Why you don't tell the people that? No, you are one of the biggest critics of Unity Party.
We got tip. We got Jefferson tip. We do.
Yeah,
we have
you are all in Green Party
and
but I'm telling you, Vendetta Patrick, guys. You know, VP got a delay. VP got a delay. Go ahead, VP. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think I have a delay. Let me just say before I come in. This internet companies in this country, they have, let me hear what they got to behave. But CEO, I'm not a free agent. I support Councillor Temon Gonglo. Believe in his philosophy and ideology. I'm not a political tourist. You know, this is a man I believe in. If Liberia was some kind of, developed countries where people think critically and analyzed, Councillor Temon Gonglo was being an undisputed president of this country to reform our system, put this country in the right trajectory. But again, he's not an architect of storming infrastructure. He's not an engineer, because people make decisions based on that kind of thing. During the election, oh yeah, the man is good, but another time, the people now put them in power, they got to give up money. So if you don't spend, you don't win. That's why when I come here, I always like to give a disclaimer. I'm not talking because people are facing some difficulties. Because many of them, they cry today, they were the same architects to create the very conditions. Our elections, how many of our presidential candidates go for a debate? They say, oh, that debate will eat. And the man doesn't tell you why he would do that. At the end of the day, it becomes a problem. Some of them, they were trucked like animals. They took them from one country to another. They made decisions in Nimba. They made decisions in Cape Mount, Grand Cape Mount. They made decisions in Martini and Grand Bassel. When they don't live there, today they come and sit in Monrovia. They say the other district representative is not doing anything. So again, CEO Musa, I love Musa, but his approach to politics, he has to rethink. It hurts me when I see people exploiting political leaders. I have seen that consistently. They did it to Vani Sherman. They did it to Kennedy Sandy. They did it to so many persons. You know, it hurts. It cracks on you. You know you don't have the intent and desire.
Yep, they did it to Charles Bronski. Thank you very much, VP.
Yeah, but at Stanton, though, I know
it becomes a curse on you. This man is traveling around the world looking for money to, and it's wrong. If you don't want to be a part of a political institution, state clearly, I will not. The day I decide to join a political institution or have a dialogue with whoever, I will lay out the condition that I'm moving, because I don't see runner in you. I am going to this other area. That way, it will be, but you on the other side, you scheming. There's something we call in politics scheming. You don't scheme on your future. At the end of the day, I mean, Musa in the West case, let's assume Musa Conte doesn't win. But the investment he's making in people should see that as an opportunity to remake themselves, not to be that coming in my own.
Thank you. Thank you very much, guys. We got to get into the topic for today. We want to say thank you very much. Thank you, Vandela Patrick.
These kinds of statements, you know, they are wrong. This is the beginning of political destruction.
Vivi, thank you very much. Let me bring in Winfred also. Winfred, let's hear you.
No, but we're ready to move on, though, right? Because I was
close up. Go ahead, close up.
Yeah, if you close up, just the whole Musa thing. I think it is still in its infancy, and Musa is building the structures of his party to say that everything is Musa. Musa is doing, everything. I know when he was here and what I observed, he has some really strong people who he had up front doing a lot of things, doing a lot of the organizing, doing a lot of the planning, doing a lot of the engagement. I mean, obviously Musa is the arrowhead, but Kanyo, I think, and Musa would tell you that, and I asked him this question. We did an interview, and so hopefully once we get done editing and we'll play it here. But Musa will tell you that he can win outside of Nimba. Okay, he won in Saclay with 95% of the vote, and he has his strategy and his base where he's going to win in Bakulu, where he's going to lock down Kitman, where he's going to lock down in Lofa, several districts in Lofa. Matter of fact, he is in Lofa now doing some work at Kodobon, or whatever that that place is called. Yeah, Kodobon. Okay, he's there working. He went there, made some promises, and he's back doing some stuff. So he has his footprints all over the place, and that's part of his strategy. And he thinks firmly, Kanyo, that he can win outside of Nimba. Now, Montserrat, as we all know, we call it proverbially the elephant meat that everybody is going to share in that big old pie. He has his game plan. He has a strategy for how he's going to win outside of Nimba.
But also, listen. To you, being sincere, with CDC and Unity Party and ANC coming back with the game plan, do you think Musa can even come in that second round bracket?
Well, that's a whole different thing, right?
But that's the different thing. That's the different thing we're talking about now. Can he come in that second round bracket?
I talked to him about about that. I mean, he thinks he can. I mean, the conventional wisdom is that he can't win. I mean, the two big elephants in the room are his tribe, his tribal affiliation, his tribal identity, that is, and his religious identity. That's the two big elephants in the room. I mean, he
get into that second bracket from you. You are well experienced. You know the math leading to you get into second round. Do you see Musa in that second round bracket, or CMC as a party?
CMC as a party. He might struggle in Nimba with Jeremiah Kuhn and Koga and all of them right there. It will be a struggle. There's no question about it. It's going to be a struggle. But the way he's going out now and the foundation that he's laying out now, and depending on all of the folks that he's bringing to the party, he will be a formidable force.
With CDC, and let me get this right. With CDC and Unity Party remaining in this position, Unity Party 1 now, CDC 2, can Musa break through and get in there? You see anything that can, as a CMC, not by collaborating with any one of those two parties, can Musa break through? Can Musa take a second position here where you have CDC and Unity Party?
Well, okay, but Stanton, so there's not a binary response. But if you want a binary response, I would say no. But there are a lot of other factors that have to play out. For example,
Forget it. I let your binary respond here. I mean, you've been sincere because I don't want us deceiving Musa Kanyo. Or Kanyo went up. Let me come to Jefferson Chelsea. I don't want us deceiving Musa yet, right? Oh, he's a good guy. He will not die. We know the prognosis. We got medication. We have diagnosing well. So yes, the issue. But we just can't take him to the hospital. We got no room. Joseph, you already got Unity Party and CDC. Is there any space in there for Musa? Being sincere, talk to us.
No, right now, no. Musa cannot fit in any of those spaces because Musa doesn't have a base yet. He doesn't. And he needs a base. Even with a base, you cannot oust any of the two parties, the Unity Party, the CDC, in the first round. There's no party will be able to do that right now. Maybe not in the next 10 years, in fact. No party. And the third place, Musa might not even hit the third place because you got somebody like Sir Joseph, who has very strong base in Monserrado. And he's working in other counties as well. So the third place position, I don't even see Musa around there anywhere soon. I mean, we saw Kennedy, Sandy, we saw other people came. They did not take that third place from Liberty Party. Liberty Party had a whole county. They had the Grand Bassa. So if you don't have a county to call your base in Liberian politics, you are going nowhere. And
Stanton, okay, Jefferson, can I ask?
Yeah.
Can we define a base? Because we use that word, loosely. Oh, that person doesn't have a base. The man won exactly peer.
Let me tell you what our base like. Let me finish. Jefferson, don't change about base. I beg you. I want to get everyone a chance, right? We got a few more minutes to go into our form today. I want us to get into the Musa, find a way and put him into that second one bracket. That's the argument.
I don't see
any possibility. CDC and Unity Party as it is, right? Musa, ANC, is there any opening there for them to come second round?
There's no
and then I would say my own.
Not without collaboration, but there are a lot of things we have to fall in place or not fall in place. If Unity Party continues to perform the way it's performing now, and if the Unity Party can turn things around, yes, I see a space there for Musa for sure. Now that is, I mean, a lot of things. I mean,
okay, let me bring in Kanyo. Let me bring in Kanyo as we work on Honorable Greg to the show. Kanyo Barbara, talk to us here. You in Liberia, you know the terrain.
I think it was
you work with this. No, I beg you, VP will come to you. You know the party terrain in Liberia, most of these parties. Can Musa, CMC, Alexander Cummings, ANC, Sir Joseph that just got his certificate, PAP, or any other political party break through into that second round bracket, into that second space bracket?
Well, I think once we're all humans, we tend to say that these things can be a statistical possibility. But in reality, I doubt the possibility of that happening. I think that we also may need to examine what really is the strategy here. If you ask me, and maybe, I'm sure Musa wouldn't say this or confirm this, but I don't think Musa's ultimate goal is to be in the second round. He may say that I'm contesting for president. He may say that, look, I'm going to be a strong candidate, because you don't say you're contesting for president and you're not a strong candidate and you're not in it to win it. Because what that does is that it takes away your supporters. The people don't want to waste votes. And you mentioned that before, I think in one of the programs, Stanton, that in the last elections, when it came to crunch time, folks look at the Unity Party, they look at the CDC, they look at all the other opposition parties, and they said, any attempt to vote anybody else will be a waste of vote. We got to cut this thing here. It's either UP or CDC. So I think that Musa himself knows that he doesn't see himself in that second round. But what he wants to do is to put up a strong enough fight that when a conversation about the second round is being had as a determination of where do we go, that you cannot escape Musa Hassan Belete in our conversation. And I think it's the same strategy with Sir Joseph. They both want to put up very strong fronts so that they are on the table. And I know this also from peripheral conversations I've had, with people who work with them, work alongside them now, is that what they saw over the last 6 years and even before is that even these very strong, ambitious men, they get pushed to the side once the party wins the election. And they don't want that anymore. They want to be on the table making determinations about, look, United Party, if you're going to win these elections and you want my support, these are the options. CDC, if you want to win these elections, these are the options. And they will be showing it back by their party numbers coming out of the first round. But realistically, it's going to be a CDC UP derby in 2029, and we'll see what happens as we move along.
All things considered. All things considered, right?
Yeah, but we're
getting
Russell.
Let's bring in Patrick, but then talk to us.
Yeah, so it is important for us to reflect a bit with reference to the political alignment or realignment, as previously stated by Minister Gafuan, and I would say regroup. There's absolutely no commitment. There has been no political commitment, sincere political commitments, where all of smaller groups or political parties will join the two candidates that go to election on conditions that promises will be kept. Only a few persons, maybe you are the political leader of that political party that supported maybe CDC or UP during the second round of the election, you have something. The rest of the people go to hell. Look, it's not impossible. I'm not God, and I'm sure all of us, we are not God. It is not impossible to see emerging political institutions like the CMC, like the PAP, or maybe our Broom, to make a compelling case during the election. But as an individual political institution, it's impossible. For 20 years, the Unity Party and the CDC, they have dominated the political landscape of this country in opposition and in government. 20 years. And guess what? The actors and the actresses in those political institutions are still active. Let us assume that President Waka and Weah will not be, in 2029. Then this conversation will be healthy. As long as they are active participants who all come down, the election will be between these two institutions because of the failure of other opposition parties to come together as a coalition. Imagine you have 5 opposition parties coming together as a coalition: CMC, LPDP, or ANC. Everybody unite. One big blow. You know what will happen? In 3 years, it's a whole game. But let me say in conclusion, the Unity Party is not taking chances. They are aware they succeeded in making CDC a one-term government. Who told you these people are stupid? They are not. If you take all your tracé to dance today, they will take all their tracé to dance. If that will make Liberian people to like you as an opposition, when you take all tracé to dance, and Liberians say, oh yeah, it's good, they will take all tracé. If you go and build party headquarters and people say show maturity, they will build their headquarters. If you go ahead to build
Patrick, thank you.
They will do it.
Femdela, thank you very much. Thank you, VP. Thank you. Akaris, welcome to the show. It's good to have you, my friend.
Thank you very much.
Akaris, this is the conversation. This is just our brush up, but we are discussing the issue of Musa Bediti, not only Musa Bediti CMC, Mr. Cummings ANC, Can they break through that bracket to find themselves in the second spot or that first spot, while we still have the current CDC leadership and that of Unity Party?
You got me now, right?
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah, the Unity Party is struggling. I predict that the Unity Party may not even be in the second round if there's a second round. So one of those parties could break into the runoff with the CDC. What the Unity Party is portraying, is when the man is defeated, he has to show like a lion. It's quite a toothless bulldog. The only rule where it doesn't open is there's no teeth to bite. So the Unity Party is like a toothless bulldog. So there could be a possibility, I'm not saying the probability, that it could be in a runoff with the CDC. But does the CDC want to take the Unity Party to a runoff? No. The CDC wants to break that jinx, send Charles to the time, to beat the Unity Party and other parties to the first round of election. That's what the CDC wants to do. That's why the CDC is keep building and interacting to have a broader coalition with other political parties. But we believe we shouldn't waste the life bringing people money in a runoff election. That take them in the first round and show history in this country that the first ruling party that will be defeated in the first round of election, since the Second Republic, will be the Unity Party. So that's what we want to do, and that's where we are heading. So for us, the issue of who will be in a runoff with us, because if there is a runoff, we will be there. There's no debate about the CDC being in a runoff. The history has been very consistently consistent. So maybe the Unity Party should be struggling to be with us if there's a runoff. But we want
Thank
to win
you.
in the first round, and I believe we can do that.
Thank you very much, Akara. Great. All of you want to say we want to get into this thing. It's very important to have you. The Cummings factors here, and thank God our brother Emmanuel Josh is joining us. If it is so impossible for our brother Musa Hassan Benite to me, and that's why I hold Musa Benite. Maybe Musa think this is a joke. If they can come together early, wait for it. As an opposition unity force, they can do better. But the thing that Musa said, oh, let everybody run and show their strength, and we come back tomorrow to unite ourselves, I think it's doomed to fail. Let everybody run, Kanyo. Let everybody show their strength. Let's call for scientific polling. Let's investigate this thing to see who got the number. I think this is doomed to fail. I don't know about you, but that's Musa's argument. If you know you guys are in the opposition, why not start the conversation early? Musa said they should wait for 2028 to talk about opposition unity. Don't you think it will be too late? Because seriously speaking, even a unity party mess up 100%, they still got that base. Also with CDC. But with opposition unity, yeah, when you get the Musa, you have the Mr. Cummings, you have the ACOP, you have all the small party there. I talking about Sir Joseph PAP party, that JEDS party. You know what you want. If Joseph Waka run, I will not run. If Joseph Waka not run, I will run. So he's indecisive. So let's get back to the main point here. I mean, what say you though, Kanyo? Do you think it will be too late waiting for 2028, like Musa is saying?
Well, I can, to understand Musa's trepidation regarding this whole opposition collaboration is to reflect on the processes within the opposition leading to 2023 and some of the experiences that were had. Musa still has political PTSD from the experience. Remember, he was the front runner or, the key straw man for Mr. Cummings, amplifying Mr. Cummings, egging him on, taking the front row with the Liberty Party to bring the Liberty Party and the ANC together under Mr. Cummings, and then eventually to go into the CPP arrangements. You and I know how the CPP ended up, particularly for Mr. Cummings. Ultimately, even the Liberty Party that Musa headed at the time came under very serious contention, eventually leading to a split where there was the Musa side and there was the Yomdi side. So at multiple levels, Musa, reflects on what happened with the so-called opposition solidarity leading to 2023 against the CDC. And he doesn't seem very comfortable because the evidence shows that although people may tout, solidarity in the early Eastern where it suits them, when you're now moving towards conclusion, it's not very clear whether people hold true to those values. So that would be his issue. But one point I also want to put out there with the opposition, solidarity, is going to be a difficult message to also spin within the opposition. Because now you have the CDC in opposition, almost immediately was in power, now in the opposition. Now, the UP rose to power by bringing together all these disparate alliances and bringing them and winning the election, not because they had a majority. What the UP, in my view, has done far more effectively than the CDC when the CDC won has been to incorporate more persons from their alliance in government. And also it's indicating to a lot of the people in the opposition that, look, we can keep our word. When we ask you to join us and form an alliance, when we win and we say we're going to form a government of that alliance, you can see yourself represented. And there are key areas where you see smaller parties that supported the UP are playing prominent roles in the government. In the CDC government, it was a difficult thing to get the CDC, even though the CDC rose to power on opposition solidarity, to honor a majority of those commitments to actors that supported them. So now that the CDC is in opposition, when they tout the opposition home, other opposition political actors, like the MPP, the LBTP, and all those groups that form the Coalition for Democratic Change, they're looking at the CDC and saying, look, you were just there. The recent memory does not point to the fact that you keep your word around political alliances. So yes, we are in the opposition, but we don't really trust you. Whereas the UP is demonstrating now that when we form alliances, we stick to our word, we support the people who supported us, and we bring them in government. So even though they may be the government, that opposition versus government argument may not be very effective because it will be an argument rather of interest. And when it becomes an argument of interest, these folks are going to put CDC and UP down and say, who can I trust at the end of the day when we have an agreement? For example, let me conclude on this point. I want to just conclude CEO quickly on this point. For example, like I said, my thinking is, I think Musa and Sa know that eventually they may not be in the second round, but they want to be big voices to determine who will win in the second round. Now, if that is the case, they will only go into arrangements with people who they can trust. Because these are political arrangements. You don't go to court and sign a document and say, when you breach the contract, I will sue you.
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Thank you very much, Councillor. I'm going to bring in Emmanuel. Let's hear you, Emmanuel. You just joining us. And then our brother Russell will close on this. We got to move on to the other conversation. Emmanuel, what's the pathway here? Your candidate, Mr. Cummings. Well, convention is over now. He got to regroup. He got to recalibrate. He got to rejuvenate. And he got to make the case now for the Liberian people. Is there any opening, any crack in that second spot or that first spot bracket for Mr. Cummings? Are there any spot?
Looking at the data, there's a lot of opening. UP, 18% of the vote. They are sure of that. So they're 18 steps ahead of us. The CDC, 25% of the vote. They are 25 steps ahead of us. But there's 57% right there. That is for anybody to grab. And that's the path we're going to take. We're going to walk to those 57% and convince them that Mr. Cummings is the best choice. This is time for the Liberian people to sit back and make serious decisions. You see, sometimes it's amazing as to how we make this argument for the two big political parties, but we can make all the argument that they have the numbers, but we cannot make all the argument about the development they have done to our country. Look, If you travel to Ghana, you travel to Nigeria, you travel, let me leave Nigeria out of the case. You travel next to Sierra Leone, travel to Guinea. In the last 20 years, all those countries have passed us. And if we Liberians are really serious to develop our country, we should be electing leaders who can develop our economic, bring jobs to our people, make our youth proud to be Liberian citizens like every one of us were when we were growing. And that's the path Mr. Cummings has. Because I'm very sure that the young Liberian people will be looking at the future and be thinking that they have to change this thing. And those of us, I'm 53 years, will be 54 in December, 53, those of us who were born in the 70s, can any one of us look back and say we have had a very successful movement in our generation? Our entire generation have been traumatized. 1980 coup, 1985 coup. We have years of civil war. We come back, we don't have a country that is developed. And this is our time for us to be able to be very sure that when we leave this earth, our children and our children will live in a Liberia where they will know they are citizens, a Liberia where they know that they have a future, and not be in a country of complete hopelessness that we have right now. So this is a serious battle for our future, and the path is there. There is 43% of the vote. We know that the Unity Party and the CDC already have, so they are 43 steps ahead of us, but we also know that there is 57% of the vote. In fact, in the second round of the election, over 200,000 Liberians did not vote. So there were over 800,000 Liberians that did not vote in the second round of the election. In the first round of the election, there are over 500,000 Liberians that did not vote. So there is a path. All this story of two big parties, there's no way for third party. No, there is a great opportunity available for third party. And like Apostle Paul said in the Christian Bible, that there's a great opportunity ahead of us, but there are many adversity, like all the people who talk on the platform that say that there are two parties and they show they're going to win. But we see
you're attacking us because of our view now, man.
No. You have a great view. I'm saying that we see the opportunity and we're going to walk towards that opportunity.
Fenton, just one thing.
Jeff, 1 minute. Let's get to Vendetta, Patrick. Vendetta, you give me 1 minute. Yeah, we give you 1 minute, Vendetta, then we'll come to Jeff, then Russell will take us home. Go ahead, VP.
So one of the problems we have in Liberia is we tend to be oblivious of historical recollection about what happens in the past and look around within our neighbors. Go to Ghana. It's been almost 3 decades. Who told you there are no brilliant Ghanaian presidential candidates in that part of the country? But every time for election, it's between NDC and MPP. The great United States where you live. One of my professors, Cornel West, a brilliant gentleman, very powerful, eloquent, international experience. He contested, he went nowhere between Democrats and Republicans. We are saying to you, this is not what we want. And I want to repeat, until the actors, the current actors who have dominated the political landscape of our country for the past 20 years, if they leave, let us assume without admitting JMB doesn't contest 2029, George Weah say he tired, he has reconsidered not to contest. This argument that you are making, it will hold ground. But with this argument, I mean, I'm from the opposition bloc. And these are the challenges we face. To reintegrate in the body politics, who told you UP is joking? They are aware we made a history after 2 decades to make a president one term. Who told you they are joking? They are not joking. They are putting strategies into place.
Yeah, thank you, VP. Let's go ahead.
As we are talking tonight,
VP, thank you.
And I know some of them will call you and say, we'll monitor the show. They don't comment, they don't do anything. Yeah. They come here and listen. VP, every statement you make here every night is being analyzed in their database.
Vivi, thank you very much. Thank you. Let's go ahead with that to go.
Opposition
Jefferson, let's give you 1 minute. Vandela Patrick is delayed. Let's give you 1 minute. Vandela, thank you very much. Jefferson Chesson.
Power sweep.
Let's give you 1 minute.
Thank you, Stanton. So I heard Vandela talking about
possible when you have conglomerate.
Go ahead, Jefferson.
I'm here from the other world. All the
you're claim to love
the other parties,
the country more than yourself. Say, look, you know what? You all come together.
VP, go ahead. Vendetta having serious internet issue. We hope to have him back. Go ahead, VP.
Yeah, I heard him talking about if all the other smaller parties, with the exception of Unity Party and CDC, come together, they can make a strong force to come at the second place. No, that's not possible. All the other parties, with the exception of Unity Party and CDC, all their votes come up to around 12-13% of the entire vote. All the other parties. The rest, they are with the CDC and the Unity Party. So there's no possibility for a third placer and for a second placer in our election other than the CDC and the Unity Party. That is an established, at least for the next 50 years. You cannot see any other party to take first or second place. And secondly, I kind of talked about the CDC did not live for, no, kind of first of all, you need to know the constituent party of the coalition. And if you get to know that, you will notice that almost all of the constituent parties within the coalition of the CDC benefited largely from the governance of the CDC, like any other political arrangement. So no, and due to the dismal performance of the Unity Party now, the opposition community by themselves will gel and want to see that the Unity Party will leave the presidency because all the other opposition political parties want progress. They want to see our country moving forward. And that is not what the Unity Party has provided or can provide. So the opposition are going to stand tall. Don't ever think that everybody is going to support the Unity Party because they want position in government. No, there are people who are sincere about the forward march of our country. So they will support the opposition to remove the Unity Party.
Jefferson, thank you very much. Russell, you go on this one. Let's hear you.
Well, thank you, Stanton. I think we're closing out here and then moving on to discussing other issues. You know, I think there is an opportunity for a third wave. There's opportunity for another party to come that is outside of the Unity Party and outside of the CDC. I mean, for sure. Now, how to go about it is we have to be very intentional and very strategic. Okay. And I know a lot of folks speaking this glowing absolute term. This can never happen. Musa Belete can never be president. Congo can never be president. Cummings can never, I mean, you know, all this sort of stuff. Politics is about numbers. It's a numbers game. And if you look at what the Unity Party received in the last election and what the CDC received, there's an opportunity. There's clearly an opportunity. There's a mathematical opportunity for another party to come through. Now, how to do it, the strategy that they will use to get there, that's the $64,000 question. A lot of things will have to play out for it to happen. No question about it. It's not going to be a walk in the park, but I'm not going to sit here and be foolish after saying, oh, you know, I mean, and you know, this person can never be, and that person can never be, and this can never happen. Politics, Stanton, is like biscuit. It can break anywhere. There's no way you can break that biscuit, you know, directly in half. Anything is possible. Anything can happen, and the numbers are there for a third lane to capture. But it was not going to be easy for any third party, whether it's the CMC, whether the PAP or the ANC, to do it on its own. The math is not there for them to do it on their own.
Thank you very much. Akaris, can you hear us? You want to finish up on this topic?
Yeah, I think we should finish up on the topic. And I just wanted to make 3 corrections. when I listened to Councilor Barbara, when he talked about commitment, the Jeff Rufford said we have constituent political institution of the Congress, the LPDP, and the NPP. In fact, the NPP, they were the vast standard opposition, and the LPDP came in. In fact, Mose Kodu was minister proper, made a representation of the LPDP. Similarly, when Prince Johnson supported the Unity Party, they gave him one position, full ministerial position at the Ministry of Labor now. We also had the former minister at the Ministry of at the Ministry of Post and Telecommunication. The commitment was that when Kanu left the CDC, went to the Liberty Party and officially joined the Liberty Party and came back to the CDC in the runoff in 2017, we appointed him. That was a commitment to him. And we ensured, and even when we left government, we left Kanu as consultant at the National Road Funds. Let me repeat, when we left this government up to the first 1 year in the Unity Party-led administration, we left Councilor Barbara at the National Road Fund as a consultant. I don't know whether he's still working there, but he worked with a lawmaker from Grand Gila County. I think COS, Chief of Office Staff, said he had resigned that position. So our commitment has been consistent. And look, nobody will come to the election and say that I will not be in a runoff or I will not win the election. All the political parties will say that. We respect all of the parties. Our position is that we want to work with all of these parties so that we can ensure that we do not go into a runoff, but to defeat the Unity Party in the first round of elections. We are very open today. We will talk to Musa, we'll talk to Mr. Cummings, we'll talk to the rest of the people, construct a grand coalition, and just end this madness in the first round of election. Okay, that's where we are heading, and that's the direction. That's why, if you notice, personally, I don't criticize opposition political party, or I don't make demeaning or diminishing statement against the opposition community. But when Fandara talk about the Unity Party is doing the move, Fandara know nothing about the CDC in terms of what is unfolding in the CDC, how the CDC is operating. The CDC is more, in fact, reinvigorated and rejuvenated. You can see the spirit of the movement. You've seen that. You've seen it. There's no debate. We sense fear in the span of the ruling establishment. So I don't know where you're coming from with your analysis. But again, that take the microphone to Raleigh market. We know whether the ruling establishment is popular. Or that take the microphone to Douala market or Real market. Or take it the Mondayana boys, those who ran in the feces water. Then you know whether the popular.
Thank you. We have to go. The Honorable Greg, Honorable Akari. Wait, we heard you. We got to go. We got plenty to do, but we got 1 hour left, brother.
Something, please, just for information, please.
Okay, no, listen. When we say we have to go, we have to go. I'm begging you, please, sir. All right? Just 30 seconds. Don't go beyond that. I'm begging you, Fandela Patrick. 30 seconds, quick.
Yes. It's good to be honest on this platform. You want to see a transfer of power. But no, I mean, just to draw the attention of my brother Akara's way, if you talk about you want to win first round of election, in my mind, it's a myth. Since 2005, you have never crossed 30%. You never crossed 30% as an opposition political party, single one. 2005, you did not cross 30%. 2011, you did not. 2017, you did not. The people had to join you. So to come up here again tonight.
I think you have not seen the statistics of 2017 to say we did not cross 30%.
So you can win, but I disagree with you on
Did you see the first round results in 2017?
Oh, guys, and that's why we got to move on because it will not be
I think we got to move on because Fandana doesn't know what he's saying.
All right, VP, thank you very much for your point. The Honorable Akari is great. Thank you very much. Let me bring in Kanye. Kanye, you wanted to say something real quick?
Yes, thank you, CEO. I think the objective analysis that we are providing about the political mutations and my views I've offered seem to have irked Akaros and Jeff. But this is born out of just clear objectivity. And if you just do a sampling within the political space, Akaros and Jeff, in regards to the keeping of political promises, gentlemen agreements, especially regarding political support to parties, you will find that the general word on the street is that the CDC has been very deficient.
Is that
In fact,
evidence?
it was a lot of those that undermined the CDC's re-election efforts. And I think that folks like Musa, in as much as they call themselves and they brand themselves as opposition, the ANC, as well as Sir Joseph, particularly Sir Joseph, who is going to be a force in Monserrado County and other parts, they're not very comfortable. Even look at Grand Cayman, where you come from, in other counties. People like Senator Tyler, who is now in the Senate, Jenica. We know the story very well. The MPP and the disaffection from James Barney and others. You know the story very well. And the other smaller parties that are there. I am saying the party that will win in 2029 will be the party that will build the biggest alliance going into the elections. What are the driving factors behind our alliance? It is trust that when there's a political arrangement, people will meet those arrangements afterwards. It is my humble opinion. It is not about Kanye Bagbala and
They
what I
will
did.
not
I'm a
fulfill that to
seditious.
you.
So I'm entitled to opportunities. I was entitled to opportunities in the party. It's not about me personally, right? But the word on the street, if UP and CDC were put down here and people were making decisions, I mean, political actors